Greetings, positive energy. Hope you're having a great day. Early this morning, I am representing Chicago, Illinois. We have Portland, Oregon in the building. We have Compton, California in the building. What other cities do we have here? We got Vallejo in the building. One of my favorite music spots, E40 and the Click, was somebody that stayed and play. Yeah, E40 and the Click. You already know I was banging that 24/7. 24/7, 24/7. So when you say Vallejo, I'm like, man. D-Shot, the whole crew. Boy, they was cold. Brooklyn in the building. Boy, they was cold. The drought season. I wish I had all my CDs, man. I lost all my CDs in the fire. I can't remember all those CDs. Wallo is out of line. Wallo was out of line. Like, I don't know what that was about, but he made a huge mistake. And he got out there by himself going on some kind of tour. I don't think he was ready. I don't think he had the media training. And he definitely, I don't know. Yeah, hey, the WE58. Come on, man. E40 and the Click, they was all of that. They was all that. Sugar T, the whole crew. Like they was that, boy. Fire. Fire was doing the whole multi-group thing and the Click. Fire. Like they don't get no props. I don't know why they don't get no props. I don't know why they don't get their props. I don't understand that. I mean, I don't know how E40 ain't at the top when it comes to vernacular. He was making up words way back then. Albums was fire. And he was the first one to get on the record and say, all this is make-believe. Now we see Slim Thug and them getting all that trouble. I remember E40's early album at the beginning, he said, nothing let me say on here is real. Before he got on there talking all that slinging talk, he said, none of this is real. Like, man, that brother was showing everybody how to get in the game. I seen them with 8Ball and MJG. I seen them with Crucial Conflict, 8Ball and MJG, E40 and the Click, Big Pun. I feel like, oh man, whew. Did y'all hear that lineup? Whoa! It was E40 and the Click. It was the stars of the show was 8Ball and MJG. The warm-up group was Crucial Conflict, just coming out. It was brand new in Chicago. Crucial Conflict, Big Pun, Snapped. Crucial Conflict, Big Pun, E40 and the Click, and 8Ball and MJG. Man, look, whew. It ain't too many shows be that good like that. Man. Crucial Conflict was a brand new group, came out in Chicago. People went crazy. But 8Ball and MJG, that was after their second or their third album when they dropped them 2 bomb albums. Man, listen. I don't know what to tell you. That's one of the greatest rap shows ever. Because those 2 albums they had, I think it's their second and third one, are 2 of the best albums in hip-hop history. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Jabir? Xavier. Birmingham in the building. So we're going to talk about this situation with Wallo and stuff. I talked about it already once, but he got a lot of, he made a lot of enemies. Like he started up a big conversation. A lot of black women are not too happy with him right now. A lot of brothers is not too happy with him right now. Some people are trying to defend him. They don't use no criticism on nobody else. He just said it in the black community. But the way he said it and the way he was dealing with it, he did it all wrong. It was all wrong. He didn't make no sense. He was saying stuff that don't make no sense. What's going on, Andrew? He was saying, like what he said, he was saying just anything. He said saying it's a black-owned business is a hustle. Bruh, you didn't say that. Did you really say that? So you really trying to say that if I take out an advertisement and I let people know I'm a black-owned business, that's a hustle? What kind of hustle is that? Like, okay, hustle how? Because we all know that black people do not just flock. You know what I'm saying? Black people just don't flock to your business because you say it's black owned. So I'm like, hustle? What? It was horrible. It was so cringeworthy. It was horrible. It was absolutely a disgrace. It was horrible. The way he was screaming. Check it out. Let's break it down.
Oh, I'm black. No black people. Nobody gives a out there. Kill that.
All right. What? Wait a minute. You in a room full of black people, right? You're in a room full of black people. Yeah, every business is a hustle. You're right. Sigda cooking again. But saying you posting that you're a black-owned business is not a hustle. I'm trying to figure out how's that a hustle. It just sounds like he's just saying stuff like, how is me saying my business is black-owned? How is that a hustle? Is he saying that I'm saying it's black-owned just to get you to come in there? Who does that? And he said 75 of y'all, oh man, it was horrible. So listen to this. This is so disgraceful.
How? Either you got a good business or you don't. All that nobody want to hear that. That's a hustle. Support me because I got a.
That's a hustle. Nobody want to hear that. Now I didn't see Wallo eat snacks out of all kind of stores, all kind of bodegas and everywhere. None of them looked like they was exceptionally clean or all that great, no greater than other business. So like, what is he talking about?
All that nobody want to hear that. That's a hustle. Support me because I got a black business. Is you right?
Support me because I got a black business. Support me because I got a black business. Now we're going to come back to this. we're going to come back to this. Now, if I advertise and I say, like, this is a black business, I don't think I'm saying support me because I got a black business. I mean, you can see he ain't never ran no business. He's a jailbird. He's never ran a business because business-wise, I can't see where saying I'm a black-owned business is begging somebody to come to the business. Okay? Right? So because I say I'm a black-owned business, I've never seen, I don't think anybody uses that for a hustle. That makes no sense. Like, okay, let me just put any kind of junk in my store and say I'm a black-owned business and people are going to buy it. That, I've never heard of that. Who does that? Who opens a store being dependent on being a black-owned business? And who says I'm a black-owned business? Nobody says I'm a black-owned business. It's usually a sign. Okay? It's usually a little sign like this. So all that, somebody said, please come hear me, I'm a black-owned business. See? And then you hollering and you cursing at your own people. Make it make some type of sense. Because he's not making any sense to me. Okay? And so let's deal with the facts. First off, posting that you're a black-owned business could be for a lot of different reasons. That's the first thing. You can tell he's not a businessman. So let's say you're making hair care, black hair care products. You might want to post black-owned business, especially seeing that so many businesses that's not black is selling us hair care products. Now, I expect him to address this. What has he got to say about all the people that sell black products and don't identify who they are, and they ain't black businesses? Wouldn't this force me to identify that I'm a black-owned business? Right? Right? If we were selling black hair care products, wouldn't we want to say we're a black-owned business so you won't get us mixed up with these businesses that look like a black-owned business but ain't? So is it possible, Wallo, that we identify as a black-owned business because other people are pretending they're black-owned businesses? Could that be one reason? Could that be a reason? Could the reason we say we black-owned because there's so many businesses out here pretending to be black-owned, setting themselves up as black-owned and making money? I just seen, like, I think 2 white guys just did that recently, had some biz, I forgot what it was. And they was pawning it off like a black business. But it wasn't. But it wasn't. So if we're selling products that basically is something that black Americans would want to buy, or black people, shouldn't we identify that we're really the people that's selling the products because you got so many people like all of these companies right here. The Chinese are selling a whole bunch of shea butter and cocoa butter. I got some right here. This is from the Chinese. Africare. Africare. From Chinese. Made with African cocoa butter. I was looking for some shea butter. I looked in the thing. I found the place had it, drove over there when it was all Asians. Wouldn't that have helped me if I could have found one that said this is a black-owned business before I got there to them Chinese? I'm just saying. So listen to this foolishness.
Oh, I'm black. No black people. Nobody gives a out there. Kill it.
Nobody gives a fuck. Listen how he's talking to black people. Listen to his tone with the people that came to support him. And if you're in there, he's giving the vibe like your business might not be no good if you're black. It's like stereotyping. He likes stereotyping. Listen to this.
How? Either you got a good business or you don't. All that nobody want to hear that. That's a hustle.
He says it's a hustle. So it's a hustle if I say I got a black-owned business.
Support me because I got a black business. Is your restaurant clean?
Is your restaurant clean? Is this, is that, is that. So what he's making up a fake scenario. He's making up a scenario where somebody just say, support me, I got a black business, which nobody says that. Nobody says, support me, I got a black-owned business. People advertise their business and say it's black-owned. They advertise their business first, and then they say it's black-owned. They don't say, I'm black-owned first, okay? They're so shocked, they just looking at him. They can't believe him. They stunned, and he's cursing at them.
The food good? Do you got consistent cooks? Is the material good? Come on. Stop doing that. Oh, you support the white people. No, I support consistency, baby.
Oh, you supporting the white people? Nah, I support consistency, baby. And listen to his attitude. Listen to his attitude. Nah, I support consistency, baby. This is how he's talking to black people. Listen.
Yeah, man. What color you is? I'm spending my money. That paper?
I don't care what color you is. I'm going to spend my money with wherever I want to spend it with.
I'm going to spend the millions with I want to spend it at. Whether it's Porsche, Ferrari, I'm going to do it.
Whether it's Porsche, Ferrari, or whatever, I'm going to do what I want to do with my money. I ain't got to spend it with you because you black. These are people came to see him.
I want to do while I'm here. But I'm going to tell you one thing, I ain't going to be finessed off some black.
I ain't going to be finessed off some black shit. He called it black shit. He said it's finessed. He said that if you post you got a black-owned business, it's a finesse. He said it's a finesse that you letting your clients know that you got a black-owned business.
But one thing about it, 70% of you is not going to make it.
75% of y'all MFs is not going to make it. Listen. No, he wouldn't talk to no white people like that. Never in his life. The man looked at the crowd and said, 75% of you MFs ain't going to make it. He called them MFs. He said 75% of you MFs is not going to make it.
I'm not no motivational speaker that talk this. I'm the number one in the country, you know.
I'm the number one in the country. A lot of y'all ain't going to make it. I'm the number one in the country.
Y'all seen me come out of the penitentiary. I made millions and I made millionaires.
I make millions and I make millionaires. But a lot of y'all, 75% of y'all ain't going to make it. I came out the penitentiary. I make millions. I make millionaires. That's what he said. That's what that man said. That man said, looked at the crowd. He said, you're a motivational speaker, right? But he told them 75% of y'all. Now, motivation, I'm supposed to try to encourage everybody, right? This fool said 75% of you MFs not going to make it. This man said 75% of you MFs not going to make it. I'm the number one speaker in the country. I make millionaires. I make millions and I make millionaires. But 75% of y'all ain't going nowhere. You know, basically, 75% of y'all sitting out here, y'all might as well not even came to see me because y'all ain't going nowhere. He said, y'all not going nowhere. Robin. Man, I'm confused. Robin, I'm confused. I'm confused, Robin. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I watched it. I was like Scooby-Doo. I said, what the hell did I just watch? What? He said, posting that you're a black-owned business is a hustle. Man, I'm done with that fool. I'm done. It don't take much for me. I'm done. You're not ready. Showed your hand. All right, 75% of us ain't going to make it. So we ain't got no money to give you, Mr. Big Shot. We ain't got no money to give you. Because when you say that on camera, you're talking about 75% of all black people that's watching. And you done got here and told these Europeans and these Asians shit that 75% of black Americans ain't going to go nowhere. Ain't going to make it. Ain't nothing. Dirty, don't know how to run the store, trying to hustle people. Basically. Call us like hustlers and con men. He basically got in there and told the whole world that black Americans is con men, cheaters. We don't know how to run no business. 75% of us ain't going to go nowhere. But he got out of prison and he makes millions and he makes millionaires. That's what this fool said. He said it's a con to say black-owned business. Well, advertising a business as black-owned serves several purposes, including highlighting diversity and inclusion, addressing historical inequities, fostering economic empowerment, and attracting consumers who prioritize supporting black-owned businesses. It can also signal corporate accountability and encourage the growth of black-owned businesses. Duh. If I say I'm a black-owned business, a lot of times I got items that kind of cater to blacks. Also, that's extra money. If I can get somebody that's black to see me, they might come to shop with me because we're the minority businesses and we surrounded by everybody else. So we got to do something to stand out. So we're the seventh richest nation in the world. We got like 48 million black people. That's more than all the countries in Africa except 7 or 8 countries. We have more black Americans here than whole countries in Africa, right? So, of course, it's good marketing to try to tap into that 48 million. This is smart business. He says it's a hustle. If I say I got a black business and he talked about it, like I'm going to walk up to him on the street and say, hey, I got a black business, come over there. That don't happen. So this whole scenario where he made it like somebody trying to talk him into coming to a black business, that doesn't happen like that. This picture just be posted, but everybody highlights their products. Nobody highlights black-owned business. You got to highlight what you got to sell. You understand? You got to highlight what you sell. So this is ridiculous. Diversity and inclusion, represent diverse choices, right? Then challenging stereotypes. Advertising can challenge negative stereotypes about black-owned businesses and demonstrate the range of entrepreneurial talent within the black community. Exactly. So I could be selling violins. I say black-owned business, and it makes blacks like, oh, black people got some black people selling violins. Hey, right? So a lot of times saying black-owned business is good because it might be a business that nobody would typically know is black, like a liquor store. You might have your own brand of liquor. Now, this is good marketing, like the sister that got a liquor company. She's doing well. But this is good marketing because I'll see that and be like, oh, this is a black company. Let me try it. So this is good marketing. This is not no con because you notify me that you black. Addressing historical inequalities. Redressing systematic barriers. Black-owned businesses have historically faced systematic barriers and underrepresentation in mainstream media and advertisement. We don't get no advertisement. We don't get no media. We can't afford ABC and CBS and all that. He not going to advertise us on $1 million worth of game. You don't see them advertising a black business for charity, 2 or 3 black businesses per episode, where they can just give us a minute and give everybody 30 seconds. They won't even give us 30 seconds over there on $1 million worth of game. But I remember when they first started, we was the only ones watching them. Wasn't nobody watching them. All them white companies and stuff didn't watch them until we made them, blew them up. We was the ones watching them. The same people he hollering at. The same people that own businesses supported them. Economic empowerment. Supporting black-owned businesses contributes to wealth creation and economic empowerment within the black community. Job creation. Black-owned businesses are known to drive significant job creation and economic growth, and advertising can further support this. Demonstrating social responsibility. Some consumers view supporting black-owned business as a way to demonstrate their commitment to social responsibility and racial equality. He blew all that and said, it's a hustle. It's some black shit, he called it. Hey, look.
Oh, I'm good business or you don't. All that, nobody want to hear that. That's a hustle. Support me because I got a black business. Is your restaurant clean? Is the food good? Do you got consistent cooks? Is the material good? Come on. Stop doing that. Oh, you support the white people. No, I support consistency, baby.
Yeah, man.
What color you is. I'm spending my money. That paper, I'm going to spend the millions where the I want to spend it at. Brothers, Porsche, Ferrari, I'm going to do what I want to do while I'm here. But I'm going to tell you one thing, I ain't going to be finessed off some black. But one
I ain't going to be finessed off some black shit. That man said he called black stuff shit. He said it's just some black shit. Man, you heard it yourself. Meanwhile, people are stealing our stuff. People is pretending they us, using our names and stuff to sell stuff. People is cheating us and pretending they black-owned businesses. But he telling us that we shouldn't let everybody know we black-owned businesses, which is going to help these fake companies get all our money. Because if you don't let them know you're a black-owned business, then they're going to go buy it from these people. Now, what he got to say about these people? That's got all these black pictures and all these black haircut products. Ain't nobody black at all. And he not saying nothing. He not saying nothing. People been stealing from us, pretending they black for how long, selling products. And they're not even black. The Asians do it all day. How is just letting people know you're a black-owned company? How is that a finesse or trying to con him? I am so through with him. I don't want to hear nothing about no Wallo. All you got to do is just show me what kind of person you are, and I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I don't want to hear nothing he got to talk about. I'm a black-owned businessman and been one my whole life. Let me tell you something. I had to become a black-owned businessman, not because I didn't want to cut my dreadlocks. I had my dreadlocks in 1978, and nobody would hire me after so long. So I had to get out there and feed my children and feed my wife and take care of myself. So I created my own business. It was a black-owned business. Something he don't know nothing about. Okay? Something he don't know about. I didn't go to prison. I built my own black business. I wasn't a jailbird like him, doing crimes in the black community. And now you getting out, you ain't doing nothing but talking, you don't know how to do nothing. You made money running down the street in the rain and stuff, but you wouldn't have been nowhere without Gillie. Gillie was the one that had the name to make us watch you. Let's just keep it real. He ain't bringing nothing to the table like that. Gillie is the one that's the funny one. Gillie is the one we watch the most. Wallo is the sidekick, okay? Let's just keep it real. Gillie is the star of the show. Gillie can do everything, can run football, basketball. He's an interesting character. Wallo is all right, but Wallo is the sidekick. Nobody will watch Wallo, as you can see. Gillie the one keep him in line, and Gillie made a mistake letting him go out there by himself. Because he didn't damage the brand. Look at Math Hoffa. Out of here. Fat Joe. Quiet. Out of here. You play with black Americans to nowadays, you out of here. We're not taking no disrespect and no shorts. Wallo can go have a seat. Yeah. I don't believe he's a black American. I believe his mother might be, but I believe his daddy enough because, Gillie is Ethiopian. And they cousins, so I'd like to know they cousins through who? Through the Ethiopian side? You know what I'm saying? Because they both really look Ethiopian. I don't know, but I'm not picking up that no love. You know what I'm saying? I'm not picking up no love from him. And he phony. Now I'm looking at him phony when the rappers be there pretending he like their stuff. He don't even like it. He only like old school rap. But when they come on there, Gillie really be into it, but Wallo be faking the whole time. He's a phony. See, now he gonna look phony because we ain't never seen that Wallo. So it's like two Wallos. It's the fake one, and then it's the real one that we just seen. That's the real one. The other one, the fake one. The other one is a fake one. He like old school rap, which is cool, but I'm saying if you watch him when the young people come, Gillie be the one hyping them up. And then you can see Wallo just be trying to go along with Gillie, but you can see it don't be in his heart. You can see it. When you watch him, you can see, oh, Wallo ain't really feeling this like that. Gillie the one really hyping up the artists and stuff and know all the lyrics to the artists and want to book the young artists and ride with the young artists. Wallo is a phony brother. But we just didn't pay it no attention. We like, oh, okay, whatever. But now he put a eye on himself. You know, everybody gonna be looking at him now. And now you're gonna see how phony he is because he was just up there totally talking to black people with no respect. Know what I'm saying? He said he don't need no fake, all this stuff. Well, don't worry, bro. We not watching you no more. You're 100% right, 44. You're 100% right. We're not watching him no more. He is out of here. I wish I would. I'm not wasting no time with nobody going to talk to me like that. And me, I would have got up and said something. You know what I'm saying? And look at black-owned business in the U.S. More than 1 in 5 black adults in the United States say owning a business is essential to their personal definition of financial success, according to the 2023 Pew Research Center survey. While black-owned businesses have grown significantly in the U.S., in recent years, they still make up a small share of overall firms and revenue, according to our analysis of federal data. In 2022, there were 194,585 U.S. firms with majority black or African-American ownership. That's up from 124,004 in 2017, according to the latest estimates from the Annual Business Survey conducted by U.S. Census Bureau and the National Science Foundation. Black-owned firms' gross revenue soared by 66% during this time span, from an estimated $127.9 billion in 2017 to a $211.8 billion in 2022. Despite this growth, majority black-owned businesses made up only about 3% of all U.S. firms in 2022 that were classifiable by the race and ethnicity of their owners. And they accounted for just 1% of gross revenue from all classified companies that year. By comparison, in 2022, roughly 14% of all Americans were black. As has long been the case, white majority-owned businesses made up the greatest share of the classifiable firms, 84%, and their revenue 92% in 2022. About 1 in 10 classified firms, 12%, had Asian American majority owners, and no more than 8% had majority owners from other racial and ethnic groups. How many workers do black-owned businesses employ? Black or African American majority-owned firms employed roughly 1.6 million workers in 2022. The firm's annual payrolls were estimated at $61.2 billion. About 7 in 10 black-owned firms, 71%, had between 1 and 9 employees in 2022. Much smaller shares had 10 to 49, 13%, or 50 or more at 3% workers that year. Another 13% had paid employees at some time during the year, but reported having none at the time the survey was conducted. The ABS determines employment size by the number of paid workers during the March 12 pay period. What's the most common sector for Black-owned business? By far, healthcare and social assistance. Nearly 50,000 of the roughly 195,000 U.S. companies with majority Black or African American ownership, or 26% of the total, were part of this sector in 2022. Looked at a different way, 8% of all classified U.S. businesses in the healthcare and social assistance sector were majority Black owned that year. Other common sectors include professional, scientific, and technical services, comprising of 14% of all Black owned businesses. Transportation and warehousing is 9%. Administrative support and waste management and remediation services is at 8%. Retail trade is at 7%. And accommodation and food service at 7%. Basically, most Black African American majority owned businesses, 90%, are located in urban areas. Just 5% are in rural areas. That is, places with fewer than 5,000 inhabitants under the Census Bureau definition. The remaining 5% could not be classified by community type. Some of the most populous states also have the greatest number of Black majority owned businesses. Florida had 21,064 such businesses in 2022. Georgia had 16,973. Texas had 16,849. And California had 16,826. Black majority owned businesses made up the greatest share of all classified firms in the District of Columbia, 16%, Maryland 10%, and Georgia 10%. Who are Black business owners? They are more likely to be men than women. Some 54% of Black-owned firms in 2022 had men as their majority owner, while 39% had women as their majority owner. Another 7% had equal male-female ownership. They tend to be middle-aged. Half of Black or African American business owners who reported their age group were ages 35 to 54 in 2022. Another 26% were 55 to 64. 16% were 65 and older, and just 7% were younger than 35. A majority have a 4-year college degree. Among owners who reported their highest level of education completed, 27% had a bachelor's degree and 34% had a graduate or professional degree beyond a bachelor's in 2022. What motivates Black entrepreneurs? The ABS also asked Black or African American majority owners about nearly a dozen potential reasons why they own a business. About 9 in 10 of those who responded said a very or somewhat important reason was the opportunity for greater income, a desire to be their own boss, or wanting to balance work and family life, seeing business ownership as the best avenue for their ideas, goods, and services, 88%, and having flexible hours, 87%, were also commonly cited reasons. For most Black or African American majority owners, their business is their primary source of income. And those who reported primary income information in 2022, 71% say this was the case. So that's some insight on what's really going on with Black businesses. I'm a Black businessman myself, and I had to do it to make a living because nobody would hire me unless I cut my dreadlocks. And so I had to get out there and get it how I live. And I had to change businesses often as businesses come and go. So as a business person, you're not always able to stay in the same business. Some cases you can. In other cases, you have to shift with the public. like Blockbuster. There is no more Blockbuster. There is no more DVDs. So there is no more VHS rental. So you have to switch up depending on what field you're in. But for somebody like a Wallo to talk down on us like that, I really didn't like that. And I was checking out Tariq Nasheed over on X, and man, they was giving Wallo the business. But there was people over there trying to defend him. But we have a lot, as Black Americans, we have a lot of people that are like enemies of us for some reason. So we have a lot of Black people that come to the U.S. that want to be our enemy. They don't really, they come here for the financial benefit and the safety that we provide them, but then they don't really like us. But we're the only reason they can walk around here, really, to be honest with you. If it wasn't for us, you know what happened to them. They wouldn't get nothing over here, and they'd be beaten up and thrown in jail. They wouldn't be able to get on a bus or nothing, you know? So we have a lot of people that come, and then I feel like a lot of Black immigrants, I feel like we were so big internationally that it began to build up hate in their countries where we're so famous in their country. Way over in your country, talking about Steph Curry and LeBron James and Michael Jordan and Muhammad Ali, you're hearing all our rappers and all our, and I think it do create some type of jealousy, which is ridiculous to be jealous. You just come do your own thing, you know. I don't know why you would be jealous. You would just come do your own thing. I'm not sure how jealousy is going to benefit you. Jealousy is going to work against you because you're going to be in a predominantly white country with no Black support. And if that becomes a thing, like it's slowly going to be coming to be, a lot of Black foreigners that are here are going to suffer. They're not going to have a support system that they used to have. When they have problems with the police, it's getting to the point where Black Americans looking you up to see if you FBA. And if you ain't FBA, they're like, you on your own. That's not going to work good for the brothers and sisters from other countries. That's going to go bad for you because we live in a country where this country will use that back against you when they find out we not backing you. They'll do y'all dirty. I don't get it, but it is what it is. One thing about us, you know what I mean? If you don't like us, we don't like you back. It's not a problem. And you ain't got no win. So it's stupid, but whatever. It's your sons and daughters got to go to school with our sons and daughters and be outnumbered and be dealt with all that hate gonna come back and deal with you. You know what I mean? I mean, they could be jealous all they want, but if you can't win, why would you be jealous in a situation where you're gonna take a loss? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to unnecessary jealousy of a group of people that you don't know personally. You understand? Regardless on what they believe or not, I'm gonna just still say what I'm saying. It's ridiculous. They believe in something that's false. I'm not here to try to get them to believe anything. That's on them. I'm born in Chicago in 1958, so I'm not thinking about nobody but my children and my family and my friends. So I'm not thinking about no brothers and sisters that come from somewhere. You're not even in my radar. I can't get no money with you. You're non-existent. You don't represent any money. Like I said, it's 48 million of us. It's 52 countries in Africa, 54. We got more people than everybody except 7 countries. There's only 7 countries in Africa that got more Black people than we do. Black Americans, foundational Black Americans, got more people than the eighth largest population in Africa, all the way down. From country number 8 all the way down, we outnumber all of them. It's only 7 countries, Nigeria and Ethiopia, that's got more people than us. We are a whole nation within ourselves. We're a whole nation. You know what I'm saying? We're a whole nation. So it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? We're not on their radar. The only people on their radar is people that pay them attention. People's on the internet. A lot of Black Americans on the internet wasting time arguing with somebody all the way from Africa somewhere when you could be building. So some of that anti-tether stuff to me is a waste of time. It ain't gonna make no money. So you can be anti all you want. Where's the money at? So I don't see me type of tether, right? Gonna make me have some money. And I don't see what bragging about being FBA and not putting no work in make no difference. Yeah, Egypt is in Africa, but the Arabs on it. So Egypt is a conquered territory. The Africans got punked. The Africans got punked for Egypt. What do you want me to do? I don't care nothing about Egypt. As a pharaoh, we deal with war, we deal with fighting, and if you're not prepared to do the war, go on to the next thing. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what the heck's going on with the smiley faces. So what's your name? Sadu Berry. I don't know what your point was. I missed your whole point. The point is, Sadu, is if don't come to Chicago playing around, go stay in Egypt playing. That's my point. My point is in Chicago, if you get out of line, you're a long way from home. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Yeah, you know, come back in a couple years, you know. We don't do fools over here. Another thing, too, y'all see the Sadu, stop letting people send you off like that. Block them, let them go on about their way. You don't waste time with no fool over here. He'll find somewhere else to go be a fool. I don't got no time. You know, you following me. I'm not following you, so good luck. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to deal with just any idiot on social media. I mean, one thing about Julian, one thing is it's good to know tethering was hurting FBAs politically. I mean, you know, can't nobody hurt you if you're unified. So if you're going to point out tethers to get unified, yes. If you're going to point out tethers to still be divided, then you're just wasting your damn time. At the end of the day, what you going to do? What is FBA and ADOS going to do? At the end of the day. So it doesn't matter how much you don't like nobody, what we going to do. And when it becomes too much, they don't like us and they don't like us, but not enough what we going to do, that's failed. That's a failed concept. So when it gets too much, talking about they jealous of us, they this, they do that, but it's no talk about what we're going to do, then it's just, you're just wasting your time. You just, okay, all right, and then how many times can we say that? How many times can we keep talking about they don't like us? All right, go rap with Kendrick. You know what I'm saying, Byron? Okay. I'm in Chicago. I'm not going to see no African or no Jamaican like that. I'm going to see Black Americans and white people. It's just a little bitty of them. A little, few. They're non-factor in my life, seriously. Black immigrants are a total non-factor. Don't run nothing, don't control nothing. There's nothing to gain there. I'm gonna be honest with you. There's nothing to gain. But we can't sit back and let them go to school and we don't send our children to school and then complain when they all the doctors and your child ain't. Did you send your child to medical school? So I mean, we got to focus on what we got to do, because the internet beef and that ain't gonna get nothing. It's cute. You know what I mean? Who send me Wallo? Nobody sends me nothing. I see everything. I see everything. So that situation with Wallo is just it's a sad situation. You understand? I'm not saying we complaining, but I'm definitely saying we ain't doing as much as we complaining. That's the fact. Side 44. Reparations ain't strong, that's for sure. The reparations push ain't strong. The argument is stronger than the reparations push, right or wrong. Which one is the strongest? The going against Tether or pushing for reparations? I would say going against Tether. I would say arguing with Tethers is the strongest thing, stronger than reparations. That's what I would say. What you say, Sile? Let me see if you real or you phony. Do you feel like it's balanced? Do you feel like we go as high in reparations as we go arguing with Africans and shit? Yes or no? It's simple. Are you as interested, Sile, in reparations and discussion on reparations as you are discussions on tethers? Because I see a bunch of y'all, and y'all just mostly interested in discussions on tethers. I see very little reparations from that group. That's one of my complaints about that group. It's just tethers, 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 tethers. Nothing on reparations. You know what I mean? Oh, who said Wallo? I don't know. He just got up there and said something crazy. You know what I'm saying? So to me, the reparations push is weak. To me, I don't know, somebody will tell you, but to me, all the FBA that's constantly doing the tether thing, they hurting the reparations movement, that's for sure. They're definitely hurting the reparations movement because they all off arguing with some black folks that ain't got nothing while letting white America get away with our reparations. Kind of look kind of punkish that you want to argue with Africans, Jamaicans, and you're scared of the white people. Kind of a lot of FBAs, you kind of look punkish. Kind of look like you want the easy fight with the Africans and the Jamaicans. You scared of the white people. I'm just saying. If you online and you pushing tethers and you secretly offline pushing reparations, I'm just saying. You're trying to make me believe I can't give you credit for something I don't see. So if I don't see you pushing reparations and I see you always talking about tethers and everybody in society see you talking about tethers, and social media is bigger than that home. So social media is bigger than that home. So pushing reparations on social media is way bigger than you sitting in the house with nobody knowing what you're talking about. Okay? I'm not interested in what you believe in. It's called Pharaoh said that, and I'm telling you what I see. The tether group of FBA is dropping the goddamn ball. They're hurting reparations. They're doing it too much. They ain't standing on reparations. They arguing with tethers too much. Too much. And the reparation movement is weak right now. To me, the reparation movement is weak. On social media is weak. Is weak. You know what I'm doing? I'm minding my own business. That's what I say. I don't really mess with people like you. I don't really mess with people like you, Sal. I don't I don't mess with people like you. I don't do all that. Come back tomorrow. I don't do all that. I don't do all that. I don't care nothing about what you're talking about. You ain't nobody to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't care nothing about what you're talking about, dude. This is my channel. I don't care nothing what you're talking about. You pissed because I'm calling out stuff that you one of the main culprits. Sal 45-4. That's all he do. He ain't doing nothing for no reparations. Okay? He ain't doing nothing. Talking about just because I don't do it on the internet, you don't do it at all. Get out of here, bro. I'm not stupid. You only came over here to talk about tethers. Nobody want to hear that. Let me delete everything you said. I know you're a loser, bro. You're not pushing reparations. Who you think you playing with? You're not pushing nothing. I don't want to hear nothing you said over here because I see what kind of person you are. You know, a hit dog bark. You know what I'm saying? As soon as I said that, you see how he got all emotional? What I said is some of these people, all they do is do tethers. He's like, oh, yeah, you know, he started typing like a girl. See what I'm saying? He the one. He the one. He want to go all day at Wallo. He want to go all day at Fat Joe. He don't want to go at the Congress and the Senate and Trump and them. He don't want to go at them. When it comes to them, he choose the couch. You understand? I see what I see. Don't nobody want no smoke. These is facts. Now, people can do what they want to do if that's what they want to do, but they are not standing on reparation. FBA is not standing on reparations at all. FBA is standing on tethers. FBA is not standing on reparations at all. They're standing on arguments with people over somewhere in East Africa. On X, you're on X arguing with some chick all the way in East Africa somewhere. When we in the United States got things got to be done here. We got things to do. But now when it comes to Black Americans, you don't get along. You rather argue with tethers than try to unite with ADOS. I don't know. I call it the way I call it. Understand, I'm the big man. You got to have some age on you out here. So I don't like it. I don't like it. But, you know, you got right to speak on it, but they be over whooping. That's all they do is speak on that. Don't speak on nothing else. Real talk. So, you know, on all sides when it comes to reparations this week. I haven't seen Gillie and Wallo say nothing about reparations. I haven't seen Shannon Sharp do a show on reparations. I haven't seen a lot of people do a presentation on reparations. Immigrant, nothing. I can go down the line on the black talking heads. Nothing. Nothing on reparations. You know what I mean? I mean, he was totally out of line, Leonard. He was very disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? But overall, when it comes to reparations, I feel like Black America, Foundation of Black Americans and American Descendants of Slaves, I feel like we ain't on it. I feel like we got all the smoke for other black people. We don't got no smoke for white America. That's what I feel like. When it comes to white America, everybody's scared. Everybody's scared. Nobody's saying nothing. The black immigrants ain't saying nothing to the white folks, and neither is the Black Foundation of Black Americans or ADOS. Ain't nobody saying nothing to them. Nobody don't see them. I think that's messed up too. You know what I mean? I don't know what their problem is. All I'm saying is what I don't see. I ain't gonna make up why I don't see it. I don't see it. But I tell you this, Mark, I don't see nobody putting pressure on them. I don't see FBA putting pressure on famous black people like they're putting pressure on Africans and Jamaicans. I don't see that. And I don't see what reparations is, Republican or Democrat reparations. You've been under this system under both sides. So there we go. See what I'm saying? You've been in this country slaves under Democrats and Republicans. You've been down. You've been on the bottom under both parties. What do that got to do with picking cotton? What y'all pick some Republican cotton or some Democratic cotton? I thought it was just cotton. See all of that. Because you know when you can't get together and fight for reparations because you want to argue who the president is. That's what I'm showing you. You're the black Americans. You're always looking for some type of division. You want to call somebody a Democrat, somebody a Republican. Hey, do we want reparations, yes or no? What do that got to do with who, whatever? That got nothing to do with Democrat or Republican. Reparations is its own issue. What's going on? What's going on, Tim? Reparations is its own issue. Politics got nothing to do with it. It's a debt owed. How's a debt owed political? If the country owe you some money, the country is Democrat and Republican. Make it make some sense. That's just how I see it. Like ain't nobody on the real fight like that. The real fight. Everybody punking out for the real fight. To me, for the real fight against white America for this reparation, everybody punking out. Everybody scared of the white man. I'ma just keep it real. You ain't scared of you ain't scared of no Jamaican or no African or no black American. Y'all ain't scared of each other. But ain't neither one of y'all going at the people that's robbing you. Them Africans ain't said nothing about them Chinese and them people over there robbing them, all them Europeans robbing them. And black Americans ain't said nothing about getting robbed over here. You want to gangbang against another gang. You want to argue over who the best basketball player, stupid stuff like that. But you ain't standing on no business against these people that owe us the money. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I don't know, because the black folks ain't pushing it like that. I think Yvette stay on point. I got to give Yvette stay on point. I think Tyreek, because he started FBA, I don't think he want to be in no leadership role when it comes to reparations. So I think he's intentionally not trying to take a leadership role there. So I think he's doing that by design because FBA is not really a organization. It's just a lineage. So he probably don't want to make FBA look like an organization. So that's probably why he not pushing it like that, which makes sense. I can understand why he wouldn't, because he don't want FBA. FBA is not an organization. FBA is just a lineage. So I can see that, but I don't see why some of these other people, all these talking heads, we got a lot of talking heads, and I don't know. I don't see nothing. We got a lot of talking heads. I don't see nothing. Not that I don't see nothing. All our brothers is into gossip. They went to what Whack 100 did, Loose Cannon, Brick Baby. That's all I see. Brick Baby, Loose Cannon, Big Homie CZ. That's all I see. Not the punk, and that's all I see. That's all I see. When I go on, that's all I see. I don't see any constructive reparations, organizational talks, or pushing the line, because the words is powerful, and when you post these words, that's what help your movement grow. So the more people got reparations everywhere, that's how you get a movement to grow. But saying nothing, like the weirdo came over here talking, you could do that at home. He lying. He ain't doing nothing at home. He at home on the internet. So what do you mean you ain't got to be on the internet to do that? What are you going to do with that? But you got to be on the internet to argue with tethers. But you can't be on the internet to put reparations. Make some sense. Jump over here real quick because you just want a whole bunch of posts about tethers. See, a lot of people get mad because I don't want to go down that road. Like, I don't want to go down that road. That has nothing to do with nothing. Wallo and them got up there and said some crazy stuff, disrespecting black businesses, and we want to deal with it. We want to deal with that. I don't want to get into no whole bunch of weirdo stuff, because we got a lot of issues, and we have to get these issues fixed. Or reparations, we need to be able to figure out what we're going to do with the reparations. Black-owned businesses face significant obstacles. Anti-racial justice efforts are making them worse. Recent legal challenges have targeted programs aimed at alleviating the obstacles faced by marginalized communities, particularly those designed to promote equity and entrepreneurship. With this analysis, we can create and implement strategies that catalyze informed policymaking, advocacy efforts, and targeted interventions aimed at reversing systematic barriers and fostering a more equitable entrepreneurial ecosystem. The good news, Black-owned businesses are more likely than other businesses to have a low level of debt or no debt at all. The bad news, that's because Black-owned businesses are far less likely to be approved for loans in the first place. And Black business owners are more likely to pull from their personal savings for business expenses. The Alliance for Entrepreneurial Equity, a partnership of the National Urban League and Third Way, embarked on an analytical journey to understand the nuanced dynamics of racial inequality in the business landscape and underscore the urgency of advancing equal opportunities for Black communities and other communities of color. All of this is a bunch of nonsense, okay? A bunch of talking around and around and around and around in circles. Real simple. Take over the gas stations in your community. You let Arabs got the gas stations. Stop going to their gas stations. Let them go out of business. Go buy them. All this, see, that's why people don't like me. I ain't reading all that. It's real simple. The reason Black people is hurting economically and business is hurting economically because we ain't selling what we buying. Anytime you buying one thing but selling something else, yeah, you're going to lose. Okay? Yeah, you're going to lose. Because you ain't got no store that's like Champs or Foot Locker. So they getting your money. You want to buy Birkin bags and this bag and that bag, but you don't make them. You want to buy all these clothes, but you don't make them. So all your money go out, 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 out. So how could you have a black business? Because they put the prestige on it. The Chinese just told us that they take them all them bags and all them clothes, and then they send them for pennies to the designers, and then they put their logo on them and charge you $50,000 for something that costs $1,200, $800 pair of jeans. They charge you $8,000 as soon as they put their logo on it. Made in China. You talking about you got some pants from Italy, some Italian leather. How's it Italian leather? It's made in China. How's it Italian leather purse? It's made in China. It ain't made in France. It say made in France, but it's made in China. So when it comes to economics, we just ain't serious about economics. We don't want to replace the stuff we buying. I mean, that's very simple. That's very simple. Where are you buying your food from? Make sure black people selling it. Where are you buying your gas from? Make sure black people selling it. Where you get your phone from? Make sure black people get the phone. It's just a few businesses we would have to take over. Phone, cars, gas, food. And our money would stay. Hair products and care products. But as long as a black woman giving all that money to the Koreans is being sent to Asia, I mean, she's just sending out billions and billions and trillions of dollars to Asia. Because she wants Asian hair. She don't want black hair. You can only make money by selling your own culture. You can't make no money being nobody else's culture. Whatever culture you emulate, that's who make the money. You want to be light-skinned like Serena wanted to be, and you want to have your hair like you from Czechoslovakia, then that's where all your money going to go. You want to look like Asian Dow, then all your money going to go to Asia Dow. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? All you're going to do is get reparations and give it, but you stay owe you, so that's irrelevant. Because if they owe you, you got to pay. So if it's a debt owed, it got to be paid. But this nonsense with Wallo is just embarrassing. It's just embarrassing. And he didn't hurt Gillie. So I don't know what the hell's wrong with him. Like he's hurt his own cousin. Like, listen to this foolishness.
Oh, I'm black. No black people. Nobody gives a
Look, this how he's talking. Nobody gives a. Now, these are black people that came to see him. And listen to his tone.
There. Kill that How? Either you got a good business or you don't. All that nobody want to hear that. That's a hustle.
That's a hustle. So saying you got a black eye, man, nobody want to hear that. That's a hustle.
Support me because I got a black business. Is your restaurant clean? Is the food good? Do you got consistent cooks?
You're in there in front of all these black people insinuating that nobody's got a good business. His whole way he's moving is that he's chastising people he don't even know. He don't know none of these people. He ain't been to none of their businesses. He don't know nothing about them. But he's talking to everybody like their business is dirty. They don't know what they're doing. And he's he's not trying to help because you can hear his tone. His tone is very negative.
Is the material come on. Stop doing that. Oh, you're supporting the white people. No, I support consistency, baby.
You supporting the white people. Nah, I can support consistency, baby. If they doing it better, that's why I'm going to spend my money. I mean, listen.
Yeah, man. What color you is, I'm spending my money.
I don't care about what color you is. I don't care about what color you is. As soon as he get in trouble, it's going to be Wallo, black, white police. As soon as he get in trouble, he going to be black.
That the paper, I'm going to spend the millions where I want to spend it at.
I'm going to spend my money where I want to spend it at. I don't got to give it to you because you black.
Whether it's Porsche, Ferrari, I'm going to do what I want to do while I'm here.
Whether it's Porsche, Ferrari, I'm going to give my money to them. I'm going to do what I want to do with my money. I don't got to buy black. So when y'all see me with all these cards and shit, don't be mad because I'm not spending it with y'all. Because 75% of y'all ain't going to make it. Watch. Listen what he say.
Here, but I'm going to tell you one thing. I ain't going to be finessed off some black.
I ain't going to be finessed off no black shit. You got to listen to a man's words when he talking. He called it black, finessed off no black shit. He ain't doing no black shit, he called it.
But one thing about it, 70% of you is not going to make it.
This is why I can't mess with him no more. I can't watch them no more. That man say 75% of you motherfuckers are not gonna make it to an all-black crowd like that. I can't believe, man. I just can't. I said, what? I've never heard nothing like that ever, man. When nobody talking to no black people, supposed to be positive, motivational speaker.
But one thing about it, 70% of you is not going to make it. I'm not no motivational speaker that talk this. I'm the #1 in the country. You know why?
I'm the #1 nigga in the country. You know why?
Y'all seen me come out of the penitentiary. I made millions and I made millionaires, baby.
I make millions and I make millionaires, baby. But 75% of y'all motherfuckers is not gonna make it. But me, y'all see me, I came out of penitentiary and I make millions and I make millionaires, but y'all ain't shit. 75% of y'all ain't gonna make it. Like that's basically what he just did. He just told them 75% of y'all ain't gonna make it. I came out the penitentiary. I make millions, baby. And I make millionaires. Wallo. And y'all, 75% of y'all ain't gonna make it. I said, and was angry. The man was angry from the very beginning. Like he was angry.
Oh, I'm black. No black people. Nobody gives a out there. Kill that. How? Either you got a good business or you don't.
He said, kill that. And somebody said, how? You know what I'm saying? Like the lady you heard say, how? You know, she didn't know what to say. He got to go. He got to go. He got to go. We're not doing all that no more. If you get the position and you get the money, and early when you show us that, we getting rid of you now. We not, because the same dog bites you in the morning, gonna bite you in the evening. He got to go. He got to go. Unless he's able to come on here and get people to make an apology and get people to accept it. That's the only chance he got. If he come and he make a humble himself, make an apology, people might deal with him. But that was the real him. The other one, that's not him. That's the real Wallo. That's the real. I've been watching him since he got money. Constantly pulling up in new cars. When you see a black man do that, when you see him get some money, and then he go buy a Testarossa, then he go buy a Lamborghini, then he go buy the top Benz. Right there, you know he got issues. Because ain't nobody going to go do that. You know what I'm saying? Right there, when you see a man start spending that money like that, they got issues. They trying to show to somebody else because he ain't impressing himself with all that shit. All he did was spend his money on some stuff that's going to depreciate. So he bought it for the people to see him in it. Just a whole bunch of trash. But he never asked nobody, do they got a business? I come to your business. He was like, nah, I don't want to be bothered with no black shit. Don't try to get me to come to your shit. So I need excellence, baby. I show with white people, basically. I don't know if he knows what he said. Y'all low level. I shot with white people. That's basically what he said. He said, I ain't with that black shit. So he basically said, don't come to me with that black shit. I said, damn. That's basically what he said. He said it right in front of everybody. And he want me to watch him? He want me to watch him and support them and put more money in his pocket? Bro, I'm finna unsubscribe you out of here. I don't want to see nothing you talking about no more. It's gonna be hard for me to watch you. Like when you like that, it'd be hard for me to watch you. Because when you're talking to black people, you gotta give us advice too. You just don't beat down, beat down, beat down. I beat people down, then I try to lift you up at the same conversation. I'm not gonna just go nowhere. No, you'll never see me do a lecture with that tone. If you hear me use the word MF, I'm gonna be talking. Y'all gonna be knowing I'm be talking about somebody else. Y'all believe it that MF, but I'm not gonna be like you MFs. Come on, bro. Who gonna do that? Who gonna look at the crowd and say 70% of you MFs ain't gonna make it? Oh my God! And you a motivational. You're supposed to motivate them, and you told them they not gonna make it, bruh. You're supposed to motivate them, and you told them you're not gonna make it. That's not motivation, bruh. You told them 75% of y'all not gonna make it. How is that a motivational speaker? And then he started bragging how much money he got, how much. I said, man, talking about the black business is a scam and a hustle, and I'm like, bruh, for real? For real? He don't read? Are black-owned businesses held to different standards? From small estate shops selling jewelry and soaps to larger brands like Telfar, known for their bag beloved by HBCU students, or the Honey Pot Company, a woman-founded feminine care brand on the shelves of major retailers everywhere. Black businesses have seen a surge in popularity. The term black-owned business has gained traction in recent years as society has started to invest seriously in black entrepreneurs. The hashtag Buy Black often trends on social media, rallying consumers to spend their money at black-owned businesses to foster economic equity and keep black dollars circulating with the black community. It appears that black businesses are finally receiving recognition, but the path of black entrepreneurship remains challenging. Even with increased visibility, black businesses face scrutiny, receiving complaints about product quality, pricing, or customer service. This raises the question, are these criticisms warranted, or are black owned businesses being held to a different standard? Investment into black businesses is not a new concept. However, the murder of George Floyd in 2020 sparked an uproar for the Black Lives Matter movement. The nation's witnessed a cultural and political shift and has brought black-owned businesses into the spotlight. Since then, black people nationwide have decided to use their purchasing power to strengthen their community, driven by a for us, by us mentality. And other racial groups bought black to express their support for the black community, or perhaps just to signal virtue. This influx of support, however, comes with an inevitable wave of criticism. Some individuals take issues with the label black owned business, questioning why knowledge of the business owner's race matter. A post on Reddit features a creative voice in their disapproval of the label black owned being used as a selling point, complaining that these businesses are often overpriced, have low quality products, and terrible service. But that's because they're black. You're supposed to accept it. The sentiment expressed in the aforementioned post garnered some attention and thus a resonating community. Many people hop on social media to air their grievance or joke about the poor customer service of black owned businesses, especially harping on the prices of black businesses, expensive goods and services. In this TikTok post, a user harshly jokes about black business pricing, re- referencing a tweet that reads, "These black businesses prices about to turn me into a racist." Commenters flooded the replies in agreement, with one account convinced that high prices are the reason why black businesses can't stay in business. While these complaints may reflect the experience of some consumers, can't any business be guilty of poor qualities? So, any business. Julian Matthews, a junior computer science major at a university, expressed his strong support for black entrepreneurs in his community, one of his favorite being DC based clothing line, The Museum. Right? The black businesses in DC specifically are very friendly, very helpful, and very familiar. I feel like the DC culture in general is about helping each other and wanting the community to look good, he said. However, Julian admitted he thinks products can be overpriced. It's a complicated question because with the economy right now, a lot of things are generally expensive. However, sometimes when I stop at a black business, it feels expensive plus some. So I do wonder. All right. I don't even have to read no more of this. Let me explain something to you. The prices you get is based on how many pieces you can buy, how much you can afford to buy. So if you got 6 stores and you can order 100 pieces at all 6 stores, you're going to get a better price than me if I got one store and I only need 5 pieces. Because the more you buy, the cheaper it is. And so many times a black business can't afford to buy a lot, don't have enough customers to sell a lot. So they're not going to be able to get the cheaper price. If you're selling marijuana, an ounce could be, there's 4 ounces in a quarter pound. A quarter pound, let's say it's just some rates. Let's say the quarter pound's $250, $300. Let's say $300. That's $75 an ounce, right? But the ounce is not going to be no $75. The ounce going to be 100. The ounce going to be 100. You got about a quarter pound to get that rate. So you got a quarter pound, that's 300. If you get a half a pound, it's not going to be 600. It's probably going to be like 550. And if you get the whole pound, it's probably going to be 1,000, maybe 900. So if I buy a pound, right? And I pay 900 divided by 16, I didn't pay nothing but $50, $56 an ounce. But you can't expect to go buy somebody that only got a quarter pound and pay and get that. So if I'm paying 56, I can sell my ounces for 100. But if you buy a quarter pound and you pay 300, you can't sell your ounces for 100 because you're only gonna make $100 then. So you're gonna have to sell yours for at least 125 because you didn't get it for 250, you got it for 300. So it's like even these website stuff ain't telling y'all the business. Get to the business. That's why I had to stop reading that. Get to the business. The business is the smaller the store, the more it's gonna cost because they can't buy a lot. You only get a discount when you buy a lot. You don't get no discount on a couple pieces. So your price is going to be higher. Period. You're not going to be able to come to my store and get no deal. How? Even if I open up a small store that just sell regular stuff, if I got a store that sell the same thing Walgreens sell, am I going to be able to sell what Walgreens? Right. Buy in bulk and get stuck with it. Buy in bulk and get stuck with it. What if it's a sweater? You would buy a whole bunch of one sweater? Yeah, buy in bulk. Can you sell it? No. You can't sell it. You can't sell it. You have to have a large customer base to sell a lot of stuff. You can't have a small customer base and sell a lot of stuff. So if you got a small business, you ain't got no turnover like that. You ain't got no money to have 20 sweaters you didn't sell, 15 pair of pants you didn't sell. Now you're going backwards. You're hustling backwards. So only if we keep supporting the business and the business get more customers and the business starts selling, instead of 10 pair of pants a month, they start selling 50 pair of pants a month, the price of the pants going to go down. But if ain't nobody shopping there barely, how's the price going to go down? It's just basic business. So when they say the prices is higher in the black stores, these are people that is dumb. They supposed to say, because there's less customers, prices are higher. So you could learn. Prices are higher because there are less customers. So they cannot get the next level discount. You only get the discount based on how many pieces you order. That's it. That's it. So this is why there's a problem. This is why there's a problem. Okay, let's see if I can show you. Now watch this. Let me see if I can show you on this here. This is Jiffy. I don't know who they are. I just went to the first person. Okay. Hold on. Let me get my. Okay. So they said, look, they say from 247, from the first shirt, Gildan, the black shirt, it says our pick, it says from $2.47. Let's click on it. Okay. From $2.47. Okay, see? Okay, the white is $2.47, the gray is $2.69. The other colors is $2.69, right? So you can see this one at the top and say $5.72. You get 50% off if you get the small, the medium, the large, or whatever. You can see the extra large costs more. The 2X costs $6. The 3X costs $7. So let's say you come in my store. Somebody told you they bought a shirt for me. If I'm buying them at $2.75, let's say I put stuff on them, I'm selling for, so I sold the shirt for $30. Got a design on it. He wear a large. You come in, you want a 2X. I tell you $35. You like 35 because you thinking that the 2X costs the same amount as the 1X. But no, the 1X is cheaper. You want a 3X, look what you're going to pay. $7.06. So you're going to pay how much? 4X, 5X, how much I got to charge you? 4X and 5X is, the 4X and 5X is almost, it's over 3 times the price of a medium and a large and extra large. I'm paying $2.75 for each one of these small, medium, large. I'm paying $8 for extra large. I'm paying $7.66. So this is why people don't understand the business side of it. He was absolutely foul, right? He was absolutely foul. The fact that you say he was absolutely correct, okay, let's see. Okay, Shanita, let's see.
Oh, I'm black. I'm not no. But one thing about it, 70% of you is not going to make it.
So he was right as a motivational speaker to stand in front of a black crowd and say 75% of you motherfuckers not gonna make it. That was right. Let me show you some more.
Good business or you don't. All that, nobody want to hear that. That's a hustle. Support me.
You believe that saying I'm a black-owned business is a hustle? He was talking straight foolishness. Saying you're a black-owned business is a hustle? You believe that, Shanita? You believe saying a black-owned business is a hustle? Advertising a business as black-owned serves several purposes, including highlight diversity and inclusion, addressing historical inequity and inequalities, fostering economic empowerment. So he was totally wrong, out of line. He's a motivational speaker. He was in there hollering and screaming at black people. He said, most of you motherfuckers, 75% of you motherfuckers not going to make it. You consider that a motivational speaker? So you would be cool with your children going to him and he tell them 75% of you motherfuckers ain't going to graduate. You would be cool with that. No, what it is Shanitra, you ain't listening.
Is your restaurant clean? Us. Oh, I'm black. No black people. Nobody gives a out there.
All right, right there. Nobody says that. Nobody says, oh, I'm black, I'm black. You have a business, you post your stuff, and there's a little thing like this to say black-owned business. He's making it that when I post that, I'm saying, oh, I'm black, I'm black. That's right there. That was all, everything he said was all false. I've never been to no black business where nobody's came up to me and said, oh, I'm black, I'm black, I'm black. I've never seen that before. I've never seen that before. And he's black. And he's making money off of black people. And he's in front of black people talking down to black people. And he's a motivational speaker. And every word is a curse word. And every word is berating his own people. And you said he was right? You said that was good?
Oh, I'm black. No black people. Nobody gives a out there. Kill that. How? Either you got a good business or you don't. All that. Nobody want to hear that. That's a hustle. Support me because I got a black business. Is your restaurant clean? Is the food good? Do you got consistent cooks? Is the material good? Come on. Stop doing that. Oh, you support the white people. No, I support consistency, baby. Yeah.
All right. He goes from do you black people, are you taking care of business all this time? Then he says, you're supporting the white people. Okay. If you was a psychiatrist, you know that's something personal. Okay. That he wasn't teaching them. He he has some personal where somebody says something to him that he's taking all his money and he giving it to white people, and he threw that anger from that on this innocent crowd. You got to know psychology. Why did he bring that up? Who in there said that to him? Has anybody in there said to him that he's giving all his money to white people? No. Where'd that come from? Okay, listen to more. Listen.
What color you is? I'm gonna spend my money. That paper, I'm gonna spend them millions where the I want to spend it at. Rather Porsche, Ferrari, and
I'm gonna spend my money wherever I want to spend it at. Porsche, Ferrari. This has nothing to do with the crowd. This is a personal rage he got into where somebody obviously was probably complaining about how he's been spending his money. He's talking about his own issue. He's not talking to the crowd at all.
I want to do while I'm here, but I'm gonna tell you one thing: I ain't gonna be finessed off some black.
I ain't gonna be finessed off no black shit. So that means he has basically stereotyped every black business person as you're trying to finesse him with some black shit. See, young people, you have to listen to the words. Like if you're in a relationship, you have to listen to your mate. What words are they using with you? All he did was berate black people. All he did was in front of a bunch of black people say, is it clean? Is your restaurant even clean? Imagine Miss Davis. Imagine if you was there to see me and you had a business and I just out of nowhere said to you, is your restaurant even clean? Do you even, like, how would you really feel if I addressed you like that? And I'm a motivational speaker and you there for me to give you some information and all you doing is I'm saying a bunch of stuff might not even apply to you. Okay, so in other words, you can't handle the conversation. You jumping around. Okay, well, thanks for letting me know. I won't waste my time talking to them. Okay, she's jumping around. Okay, come back in 30 minutes. Let me talk to somebody. And okay, she's full of it. Okay. So for whatever reason, I wasted my time talking to her because she's full of it. She said black people berate themselves, which is him. See? Just one of these people that, she want to be right. Even though I proved my point, like, you know what I'm saying? Even though I'm trying to show her the point, she jumped to something else now. I said, look at her berate now. Well, black people berate themselves. Okay, you don't want to stay on subject. All right, let me move on. Here we got one. Let me move on. And make sure I don't go see you. Do you talk like that? Because I sure, come on, man. That man didn't give no motivation or nothing. He came out with a whole nasty attitude. He didn't motivate nobody. He brought up all the bad stereotypes he could bring up to some people he don't know. If I'm a black businessman, I would have been offended. What is you telling me all that for? What does all that have to do with me? Many of us are black business people. We don't have a store. So you're talking stupid. You're talking about, is it clean? We don't have a store. Many of us work and mail orders. Okay? Mail orders. To try to say that a sign that says black business is a hustle is total disrespect. That's total disrespect. I don't see how this is a hustle. That makes no sense to me. I don't see how you having a sign say black-owned business is a hustle, especially considering all the businesses that have sold black-owned looking stuff, but they're not black-owned. So why wouldn't, if I sold hair care products with black people on it, why wouldn't I say, listen, this is a black-owned business? Because you got Asians and everybody selling black looking products, and you'll buy a product thinking you're buying it from a black person, but not. There's this white dudes that had a hair care thing and used all this black stuff and sold how much hair care products, and everybody thought they was buying it from black people. So we have a right to know if you're selling black stuff, if you black or not. Now, he didn't address none of that. So how is he intelligent? He didn't try to think no positive way why saying you a black business. Like, for example, a lot of us, we might get mad and we want to buy black. How are we going to buy black if you don't tell me you black? Because there are customers, there are people like me that intentionally buy black when we can. And if you have a sign that say black owned business, you will definitely get my business if you got anything that I would buy from anybody else. I would buy it from you. And I have been buying from black people. This is a black sister right here, Renora Beauty. She makes a hair serum. Then I bought some more black products that I'm going to show that I buy from black people all the time. Especially when I'm buying something ethnic, something for our hair. Who going to sell something for black hair better than black people? Make it make some sense. Who's going to sell the best products for our skin? A black person. Basically. Who else going to know? That's like, who going to sell the best sunburn cream? White people. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to necessarily, if you're a white person, you're not necessarily going to go to somebody that's not white to get no sunburn cream. Because you're going to automatically think they might know a little bit more about sunburn than this other person, but I don't know. All I know is this man was talking negatively and aggressive against his own people. And it was a disgrace. I'm not messing with him no more. But some people is fans, and once they like somebody like that, they just let them go. So some people is fans, so the fans going to come over here. They're going to give him a pass. But me, I don't like him anymore. Because for me, when you say certain egregious, when you have that type of energy, that slipped out. That we got the chance to see the real him. So now he'll go back and he'll hide that one. Because we weren't supposed to see that. But I can tell you right now, Gillie was pissed. I can tell you right now that when Gillie seen this, a serious conversation went down. Because Wallo damaged the brand. If you're a motivational speaker, the last thing you want to say is none of y'all, 75% of y'all ain't going nowhere. Right there, that proves everything I'm saying, that the whole conversation was trash. I had a sister, she just don't want to admit the fact. If you're a motivational speaker and you look into a black crowd and you holler, you use an MF, and you tell them 75% of you MFs ain't going to make it. Then you tell them, I get money, I get millions, and I help people make millions. You ain't going to make it. I get money, and I help people make millions. That show you he's not a motivational speaker. He was just running in the rain with a gimmick, and his cousin was on something and got on. But in real life, he's an idiot, and it all showed. And he got disdain for black people, too. For sure. He got some type of hang up because he was mad at the crowd. And the crowd was just like this. They didn't know what to say. You know, if I'm a businessman, so I would have been just totally lost because nothing he said would have applied to me. So I would have been trying to figure out, well, what am I supposed to get out of this conversation? And then I'm in there, a black businessman, and you making a stereotype. You kind of like stereotyping, like, You telling the whole world black businesses is dirty, black businesses, which is all false. That's why the sister came over, I got rid of her, because she know damn well that's a lie. That you might go to a black business here and there that ain't that good, but you can't say black businesses ain't no good. As nasty as Chinese restaurants be in the black community, Chinese restaurants be a mess. Nobody say nothing. You just wait for your food. The whole window they be behind be all smudgy. It don't be clean. Chinese restaurants don't be all that in the hood. Neither do the places that sell the gyros and stuff in the hood. Them places do not be clean like that. Them places do not be professional like that. That's a fact. Definitely the Koreans don't be professional in the salons where they do the nails and the toes, or in them little shops where they sell the hair and stuff. They don't have good service. They look at you like, hurry up and buy. Thank you. They be real. The main thing they waiting is trying to see if you're trying to steal. As soon as you hit the door, they looking at you like a thief. And they do not have good service. No, they do not. I've never been to a Korean business in a black community that had good, friendly service. Never. It's cold and it's dry. They just take your money and you got to get out. I ain't never got no good service from them. The Chinese the same way. Take your stuff and go. They got nothing for you. They're just trying to sell that stuff as fast as they can and get the hell out of there. You can't even see their restaurants in the back. Most of these restaurants, you talking about, is it clean? The waiting room is clean. That's all you see. You know what I'm saying? He's just saying a lot of make-believe stuff. Because most of these takeout places, it's a window. It's a wall. It's a window. You walk in, and that's kind of clean, but you can't tell what's going on back there in the kitchen. So what is he talking about? No, from the very beginning, he was just insulting brothers and sisters. It was a disgrace. Let's watch it one more time. Listen to his whole tone. I ain't going to cut it this time.
Oh, I'm black. No black people. Nobody gives a out there. Kill that. Ow. Either you got a good business or you don't. All that. Nobody want to hear that. That's a hustle. Support me because I got a black business. Is your restaurant clean? Is the food good? Do you got consistent cooks? Is the material good? Come on. Stop doing that. Oh, you support the white people. No, I support consistency, baby. Yeah, man. What color you is? I'm spending my money. That other paper? I'm gonna spend the millions where the I want to spend it at. Brothers, Porsche, Ferrari, I'm going to do what I want to do while I'm here. But I'm gonna tell you one thing: I ain't gonna be finessed off some black. But one thing about it, 70% of you is not going to make it. I'm not no motivational speaker that talk this. I'm the number one in the country. You know why? Y'all seen me come out of the penitentiary. I made millions, and I made millionaires, baby. You understand?
If anybody did understand that, you better than me. Because to me, he was just up there ranting. And he was not talking to them. He was just up there hollering and screaming and cursing them people out. They had to be confused. If you would have asked when they left, what did you learn? Nothing. That is not how you talk to people about running their establishments. First off, you talk to people as if they're already doing a good job. First off, if I'm in that same place, I'm going to assume some of them got businesses already. So I'm not going to make no assumption that their business is dirty and stuff like that. Not like that. That's not how I'm going to talk to you. I'm not, and I'm sure not going to tell you that 75% of y'all ain't going nowhere. And I'm not going to brag on myself after putting y'all down. I just said, make sure y'all stores ain't dirty. I don't even shop with y'all. I shop with who I want to shop with. I don't gotta buy black. I don't gotta buy from you black people in this audience. Imagine me going to the black audience telling you I ain't gotta buy black. I can spend my money with the white man and them. I don't gotta spend it with you. I don't gotta spend nothing with you. Now imagine you pay money to come see me and you spend money with me. And I turn around and say, I don't gotta spend no money with you. I can spend my money with Ferrari, whatever. I don't gotta spend none of my money with black people. None if I don't want to. I don't owe y'all shit. You know what I'm saying? Basically, I'm like, did he just really say that? And when he go back and watch it, he gonna be cringing. When he go back and watch it, he gonna be cringing. He gonna have to speak on it because we not letting it go. We not letting that go. I'm liable to do 5 videos on this. Bro, you're not gonna talk to us like that. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to just get up there and talk to us like that in front of the whole world. There's a certain way you want to talk to your people in front of the world. I don't want to get over here and talk crazy to y'all and let whites and Asians see me over here talk crazy to y'all. Like what? What kind of example am I setting? I'm talking down, y'all talking crazy for no reason. Not to one person that's in the chat or nothing. I'm just over here just generalizing. See, y'all, the first thing, y'all got to make sure y'all businesses ain't dirty. Like, what? What the hell? You know what I mean? Like, what is that? Where do I get that from? And now other people be watching me and they going to assume if they from other countries, oh, black people's businesses be dirty. Like, they going to believe everything he said. That's how we are. He generalized black people. Basically, is your food clean? Is this, that, and not that? Well, I don't spend with you anyway. I spend with Ferrari in there, baby. I don't even spend with y'all because I'm going to do what I want to do and live my life. I ain't going to want to hear about no black shit, he said. You know what I mean? He said he don't want to hear nothing about no black shit, he called it. And when you hear a brother talk about that, that means he's not pro-black. He don't like that pro-black conversation. He probably date white women or he probably gay. He probably date white women or white men. For real. He does not date no black women. I guarantee you. If he date women at all. That man date white women or white men. I could tell how he was talking. He don't mess with black people. He said he ain't with that black shit. He meant that too. He don't all that pro-black conversation. He ain't with none of that. That's what that mean. If you ain't pro-black like me, and if you ain't been a part of like the black conscious stuff, you don't know what it mean when somebody say black shit. They mean what y'all call woke, what we call black conscious. That's what it mean when he say he ain't with that, which is different than what he was saying. So at one hand, he was saying, is your place clean and all that? But on the other hand, when he said he ain't with that black shit, he mean just because you say you got a black-owned business, he not with that. He not with you having no black-owned business. He ain't with that black shit. That's what he said. That's what that means. That means even if your business is clean and shit like that, the fact you own some black shit, he don't fuck with that. That's what he said. He said you trying to hustle him by saying you black. But the motherfucker gonna get on YouTube and get a majority of his money from black people. Him and his cousin came up on black people. You know what I'm saying? Black people built his ass, right? And when we built his ass, did he care what our stores look like? Did he care what our customer service was like when they had all them clicks from us and made all that money? No. But now I get money, baby. That's how he was talking. Like at one point when he said baby, he was cussed him out and he was like, so-and-so, baby. And he said, I don't fuck with that black shit. He was like, I like to go. I like to spend my money where I want to. I like Porsches and shit, baby. I don't fuck with y'all. Y'all broke. Basically, he basically was like, I don't fuck with y'all. I'm spend my money where I want to, baby. I like consistency, baby. That's how he told the crowd. Basically, he told black people, y'all ain't consistent. White people, because the white stuff I buy is consistent, baby. Basically, that's what he said. I seen him. Like he was saying a lot of, he was showing you that dude not cool. He don't even like black people. I was wondering why he be always singing so many white songs and why he know all the lyrics to all these white songs. Now I see why he know all them lyrics. He really be listening to that radio singing that shit. He not black like that. He not black like that. He just have to be because of Gillie. He ain't no good. How am I supposed to watch him again? Even when he apologized, I ain't gonna see how I'm gonna enjoy him no more. So I'm gonna always be looking at him crazy. When I meet him, I'm gonna tell him. If I meet him, I'm gonna tell him right to his face. Hey man, that shit you did when you was talking down to black people, you was bogus for that shit. I don't support. I stopped supporting you. Gillie, you all right, but your cousin, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell him. I tell Gillie too. I already gave you a pass for dancing all feminine, but I gave you a pass. I guess it was cute or funny. I don't know. I already gave them one pass with Gillie dancing like a little bitch. How many passes you want? Let's just keep it a buck. I already gave y'all a pass and tolerated him popping his neck and shit. Something I would not watch around PJ or none of my sons. I wouldn't watch Gillie dancing with my grandson. I want my grandson dancing like that. We men over here. We ain't no girls. We ain't popping our necks and shit. Looking like a dancing turtle and shit. What the hell is we doing? What is you doing? But I gave that a pass. Now it is. All right, poop. It's too many people to watch. Okay, Math Hopper, sit down. Fat Joe, sit down. Gillie and Wallo, sit the fuck down. Okay, baby. We don't want to hear y'all black shit. Okay? We don't want to hear your black shit. Get your ass out of here. That's what I got to say about that. It's disappointing. I used to like to watch them, but I ain't watching that shit no more. And I definitely support black-owned businesses. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Ain't no way I'm going to turn on my people like that. We need more black businesses. We need our own phones. We need our own internet. We need our own cars. We still want to keep growing, but we got somebody hating. Every time I see him, all he got is these cars he buying from these Europeans. He think it's a status symbol that he buying his cars. And he just constantly keep buying cars. Like this dude got low self-esteem. All right, fine. I wasn't hating on you. I thought it was great. But for you to turn back around and talk down on us now it's looking messed up. Now every time I see you in new cars and stuff, it's got like a whole new vibe to it now. It's like, oh, okay. You done got your goofy ass out of prison, and now you the biggest man in the world. That's why what goes up sometimes come down, because see, when you get big headed like that, you lose everything you got. He done got big headed. But that was a straight disgrace. That's all I got to say about that. Y'all stay positive. If you do have a black business, yes, you want to do the best you could do. But let's not get out here and stereotype each other with the worst examples in front of other people. Some things we only want to say off to ourselves. You don't want to get out here. If I meet y'all, I'm automatically going to assume the best. I'm never going to assume the worst. I would never tell y'all ain't going to make it. 75% of y'all. Okay, I got 300 people in here. I'm at an event. And I'll say only 75 of y'all gonna make it. 225 of y'all ain't gonna make it. Why would you say anything like that if you're a motivational speaker and everything you saying was, I don't fuck with no black shit. Black shit is a hustle. 75% of y'all ain't gonna make it. How you let that roll off your mouth to tell them? Could you imagine, man, them people sit there and you people, and the man pointed at you and said, I'm gonna tell you right now, 75% of you motherfuckers ain't gonna make it. And you thinking, did he just say some of us ain't gonna make it? And we came here for him to motivate us to make it? Whatever I would have paid, they would have had to give me my money back. I know I am. As soon as he would have said that, I would have walked to whoever collect my money, give me my money back. I'm leaving. I would have walked out. I would have walked out. He called himself, I'm the number one nigga. That's what he said. And he's not. He is not no number one. Is he crazy? That man ain't no number one speaker for black people. Is he crazy? He done lost his mind. It was so bad, David. You know what happened, David, when I seen it? You know, one of the main things I thought, oh my God, I hope I never do no shit like that. Hey, David, the main thing I kept thinking about is, oh my God, I hope I never spaz out like that. Like that was a real lesson. I would be so embarrassed, man. I'd be embarrassed as hell, bro. I'd be embarrassed if I just got up there just talking down on y'all like that. I'm supposed to be having something funny or something positive for y'all. I ain't supposed to be like, man, I guarantee you, man, it's 184 people in the chat. I guarantee you, man, 170 of you motherfuckers ain't gonna be shit. Like, who in the hell would do that? That is crazy. That is crazy. People come to watch me, but I tell you, you ain't gonna be shit. What? What? I'm supposed to thank you for watching. And I'm supposed to say, all y'all gonna blow up. I hope everybody blow up. Come on, I hope everybody in the chat blow all the way up. What? I'm confused as hell. Like, come on, if I gotta say something to the chat about getting somewhere, I'm finna be like, man, everybody finna get rich. I'm not finna be like, some of y'all ain't gonna never be shit. It's like, bruh, unbelievable. I cannot believe some of this stuff. I swear to God, I can't believe some of this stuff on social media. It's not funny, but it is kind of funny. It's not funny, but it's funny. I can't believe that. Who said that? Hold on, man. I gotta play that one more time, man. I gotta play that one more time.
Oh,
I gotta play that one more time.
brothers, Porsche, Ferrari, I'm going to do what I want to do while I'm here. But I'm going to tell you one thing, I ain't going to be finessed off some black. But one thing about it, 70% of you is not going to make it. I'm not no
Unbelievable. I cannot. Hey, listen. Man. I could not believe that. Hold on. One more time.
Motivational.
I got one more time.
Finessed off some black. But one thing about it, 70% of you is not going to make it. I'm not no
These guys cussing. Then he said, I'm not no motherfucking happened. What the hell happened? Unbelievable. Ooh, that's something. That's something. I'm gonna clip that up though. I'm gonna clip that up. I'm gonna clip that part. I'm not letting. I'm clipping that. That's going in my hard drive. 70% of you motherfuckers ain't gonna make it. It's unbelievable. That is to the crowd that paid to see me. Ain't no way I'll talk to my crowd like that. I'm the man. I'm Big Pharaoh. I'm gonna make me. That is it. Y'all ain't shit. 75% of y'all ain't shit. What the hell? What the hell? Oh man. Oh my God. Boy, I never heard no shit like that from no motivational speaker in my life. I don't want to hear no black shit, and it's all black people. And they looking at them like, I don't buy what I want to buy. Y'all talking about I'm spending money with a white man. Yeah. I'm not spending it with you. Basically. I'm going to spend it with who I want to spend. Because 75% of you niggas ain't going to make it. Basically. Yeah, they stole Cam and Mace. Yeah, they started pirating. Yeah. You know what I mean? He said 75% of y'all not gonna make. I'm gonna play the whole thing again because this is just some unbelievable. This is unbelievable. One more time before we get out of here. The nonsense. Listen to all this foolishness.
Oh, I'm black. No black people. Nobody gives a about that. Kill that. How? Either you got a good business or you don't. All that. Nobody want to hear that. That's a hustle. Support me because I got a black business. Is your restaurant clean? Is the food good? Do you got consistent cooks? Is the material good? Come on. Stop doing that. Oh, you support the white people. No, I support consistency, baby. Yeah, man. What color you is? I'm spending my money. That paper, I'm going to spend the millions where the I want to spend it at. Brothers, Porsche, Ferrari, I'm going to do what I want to do while I'm here. But I'm going to tell you one thing, I ain't going to be finessed off some black. But one thing about it, 70% of you is not going to make it. I'm not no motivational speaker that talk this. I'm the #1 in the country. You know why? Y'all seen me come out of the penitentiary. I made millions, and I made millionaires, baby. You understand?
That man berated everybody and said, I make millions. I make millionaires. And y'all ain't shit, basically. Basically, he berated everybody, but put himself up and said, I'm the #1 nigga. I'm done with dude. Listen, man, y'all, thanks for watching. You know, stay strong. You know what I'm saying? Let's push reparations now. You know what I mean? And whatever you do, you know, conduct yourself in a professional manner, you know? Don't get out here making us look bad like that. You feel me? Victory.